Hello, everyone. Would have been here like 2 seconds earlier, but I had to deal with a big giant bug. Okay. Why is my capture card not outputting any sound? That's a question. There we go. If you guys can't hear the game, let me know, but I'm 99% sure you guys can hear it. Yeah, that sucks, Kether. Look, only so much luck to go around, so maybe that means good things for me today. Okay, how do I want to go about this? Well, blue. Okay, we're gonna start with the scam button. Get that out of the way now. Maybe I get an immediate, fast, stupid lucky copy. You know what I didn't do? Hang on. I should have done this last night. We're gonna take him into chat. So scam button turned up nothing, but it's boring if I can look at the screen and immediately know when I'm gonna pull something. As fun of a party trick as it is when I'm rolling with Seki, I can be like, hey, I have a good feeling about this one. Not a thing I should I don't want to practice out on my own streams. Okay. Screen is very blue. You talking about the background or just the general color filtering? Because I could fuck with the color filtering here a bit. FGO does that on the capture card for some reason. I don't know what it is. The capture cards have done this for a minute now. It's not the iPhone screen because it did this with the There we go. That should help with the game being low. I turn it lower while I'm gonna lower my own headphone volume though. I turn it lower because oftentimes I'll be playing FGO while I'm listening to a podcast or something, and I have to turn FGO a little lower, so I like to turn it lower so I can still hear the music. Alright, give me a second. The color filtering has to be done on the capture card side. Can't necessarily do it on the... let's see. I've done this before. We fucked with the colors before on stream. No, that's not it then. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'm gonna show you guys what I just did. How's that on for sight? I'm kidding. We're not doing that. Okay, I'm gonna fix that, but I thought I'd show you the chaos. Oh, do some funny ass stuff here. Okay, that's not what we're doing here. Let's see. That just got rid. Oh, no. There's a reason why it just disappeared on me. There we go. I don't know if this is actually any better or not. I guess that looks a little bit more in line with the proper colors, just a bit. Hi, Seki. I'm fucking with my color blending on my screen for a bit. How is this one looking for y'all? Oof, well, I'm on the Discord if you want to hop in. I won't be touching anything story-wise for a minute, so... Yeah, I didn't actually change anything with that setting I did. Sorry, it's really hard to fuck with coloring when you're colorblind. But I have no idea how I'd,
Hi.
Hi, Seki.
Sorry if I sound bad, I'm on my phone. My morning plan's canceled and I'm choosing to sleep in.
Fair enough. Let's see, can I maybe...
Your saturation is increased too far, that's the problem. The colors are too intense.
I've had this problem before, but, like, this is at a level, though, where it's hard for me to actually tell what's going on with it, like, how I go about fixing that.
You need to, like, brighten up the screen just a little bit, like, slide it back towards, white balance. Just a teeny tiny bit, I think.
Yeah, I don't think fucking my brightness is actually doing anything with it.
Yeah, because I don't see anything changing, but obviously I'm lagging behind a little bit. Oh, it might not be your...
I could turn down the saturation. I found the setting here.
Oh, try that.
I don't... Okay, no, it's not setting it in real time, so I have to...
Like, it's not the worst, but, like, you know. It's certainly better than it was when I joined the stream.
I'm not gonna fuck around with this too long here, because I don't think there's much I can really do.
Well, the thing is, I don't think it's on your phone's end. I think it's probably, like, computer or your capture card.
My last capture card did this too, so I don't know what it's doing.
Well, that's what I mean. I think maybe something's up there with, like, the settings.
And fucking with the saturation on a filter, that's not doing shit.
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna trash that filter. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do right now. Unfortunately. I'd like to fix it, but...
Are you using an Elgato?
No. So here's the problem, and here's why the saturation was so high. This is what it looks like if I turn off the. So I did have a video setting on. It does that if I turn everything off, though.
Well, I'll see when it catches up. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
So I had to change... Basically, I remember now, I had to change the color space to what looked the least wrong. So there's...
I think I might know what's wrong. I googled it.
What's up?
I don't think I can help you right now on stream, but it's an issue with translation between HDR, SDR, and OBS tone map. So the problem is both the capture card and OBS are trying to tone map individually, and they're not agreeing with each other.
Okay, well, that's something to fuck around with later. This This is what I've arrived to on previous streams, is this particular setting, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Fine.
Oh yeah,
Anyways, I'm here to watch you roll.
Yeah, I got T here today, so we're gonna... Alright. Do the classic 5 singles and a multi. At this point, my goal is to finish up around 1. If I finish up before 1, I'm going to play some story, or if I finish rolling before 1. If I don't finish by 1, well, I'm just not going to play story today. No, Dohawariox, I can actually see the slight differences. Because even if I can't find the right color, I can see the differences between looking at my phone and looking at the screen. Because my phone is still the original color. And then I have it projected onto my computer monitor.
Also, I'm fairly certain that after stream, and when we stream later, I can show him how to fix it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I need 2 more singles. I couldn't tell if that one was double-sided or not. That spooked me. It was just a Mephistopheles. NP goal as high as I can go. We'll go NP 6 if it absolutely is going well.
I told y'all in chat he's going for the impossible.
Alright, first 10 spin. We're gonna let this one play through. What?
Not a methy. Sorry, I'm obviously on the same time as the rest of the stream.
Oh, 4-star saber.
I will refrain from asking which 4-star saber, given that I will catch up with you in a sec.
Oh, I just accidentally skipped. I meant to only tap the a different button that wouldn't cause the skip, but okay, so that's nothing. Yeah?
Fuck you.
Why fuck me?
For that Rama pull.
He's not that hard to get.
Yeah, I on his banner for a week.
Why are you rolling on a Rama banner? He's a non-limited 4-star. You're gonna get him over the course of probably a year or 2.
Because he was Sigurd.
Trust me, you pull the Rama on that banner, that was not as much of a win as you think it is.
I didn't pull a Rama, that's the problem.
NP24, 4-star. God, the coin situation on 4 stars is awful. Oh wait, no, you just pulled it while trying to roll the 5-star. Yeah, I've done that. I don't know if it's been 24. Never that bad. But I pulled a lot of copies of Summer Zufu when I was pulling for CL.
Valid. I need you to know that I just tried to tap my screen to skip through rolls. By the way, should there be music? Oh, I have your stream muted. Never mind.
Yeah, you'd probably want the stream muted too.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. I'm dumb. Caesar.
Yep. Okay, I'll purposely skip this one. We'll do a full next time.
You don't have to.
Well, no, I like to alternate.
Oh, okay.
Eventually I'll do a
don't
hyper
it just
skip.
because-
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Did I pull it already? That's an SSR. I got one already!
That's your third 10 pull?
Yep. No, second temple.
Yeah, but you did 5 singles too.
Yes. It's called the T.H.E. It's a classic FGO ritual. I also have my own ritual I did last night for this. I call it the purposely destroy my luck because it's even more lucky to have, like, it's even harder to pull off hitting 2 pities in a row than it is to pull off hitting 1 pity.
Jesus.
Basically, I just go into the summon simulator on Game Press and tap until I manage to hit a pity.
Fastest Alice in the West, Frostshard says.
Yep. It's too bad we don't have double pity implemented yet.
Yeah.
So now that I've got this Alice, I can't just wait. I'm not guaranteed an NP2 Alice. I can now get the worst luck in all of existence.
Yeah, but that's better than spending 800 quartz and only getting her at the very end.
True. That is like my... I think I have Suna above NP5 now.
Yeah.
So that was a hyper skip. We'll let this one play all the way through. Man, it's good to get to pull off the first copy almost immediately. That does not bode well for the rest of the stream.
No, it does not. Oh no, tacos. It's unfortunate.
This is probably a 4-star CE. No? That was a lot of lag for a 3-star CE. Look, at the very least, I got a copy of her. It's a win today. One way or another, that was mostly a win.
This is true.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to do CE cleaning on stream if I want to play any story later.
Yup.
Because I was way too close to the CE cap.
Yikes.
At least I can max out my 5-star CE. What if Mihoyo collapse? No, it's gonna happen. That's gonna happen at when the movie drops. They'll probably drop it in both NA and JP simultaneously. You'll have the Alice banners come back. Thank you, Jens. Okay. We're gonna do a normal skip this time. Oh, I just pulled the same CE twice. Oh no, it's just another 4-star CE. Hyper. We're gonna hyper. Hiya, Stolfo. Normal skip this time. I'm gonna try this arbitrarily, but the not skipping is completely unrealistic when I'm going into this with as many quartz as I am.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do one more skip, and then we'll do a no skip. Oh, got a gold? Well, I've had a lot of gold, so gonna be another 4-star. Oh, caster. A and P2.
Jesus.
Oh, another gold. This is not a bad roll. Okay. Alright, we're gonna not... No tapping. I do have to somewhat... I guess I could just hit the volume button, and that'll keep the phone screen awake. Hi, Zufu. Never stop gambling. Frostshard, don't even wish that upon Seki and I. That would be cruel.
Oh, yeah, that's malicious. That's hurtful.
That would be horrible. Horrible.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm already a little sore that you've gotten 2 of her plus 2 other gold.
Oh, I've had a lot more than 2 other gold, but they're SRs. You get SR. The SR luck is actually really good if you do a lot of rolling at once normally.
Yeah, no, I'm already in the dumps about my luck versus.
You just gotta do a luck reset before your rolls.
I don't know how to do a luck reset.
You go to the summon simulator and you roll until you hit pity.
Jesus.
I think we're minimuming on this one, though. Okay, Frostshard, but there's being the nemesis, and now you're causing actual discussions in universe as to whether or not killing is ever justified.
Exactly.
Okay, we're doing a skip this time.
I can't bring myself to play multiple gachas anymore. I just actively.
I'll often like fuck around with the second one, but I'll never actually seriously play it, I notice.
Yeah.
It's never actually the rolling for me, it's the grinding that gets me.
Regrettably, somehow FGO has become my most played video game, so... like, genuinely, just by our input, you know?
Yeah. It's the one you do for the channel, though, and if you were, whatever game you're doing for the channel is inevitably going to be your most played video game.
Yeah, I mean, by sheer power quantity, Baldur's Gate might beat it. That's only because I put like 300 hours back into the game 2 years ago.
Fair enough. Yeah, I might need to do some cleaning. Oh, 4-star saber. Hi, Tiermood. My problem with CEs right now is I need to do some serious cleaning. Like, I need to be merging in a lot more event CEs. Oh! 5-star. Oh, what 5-star rider did I pull? Hi, Nemo. You know what? That could have been Aussie. That'd have been awful if that was Aussie.
It wasn't great that it was Nemo either. Fuck you.
I've already got a copy of him.
I can make it better.
Oh, it's a gold saber. Or not saber, a gold, oh, gold caster? NP3. Yeah, Frostshard, that blood was almost on your hands.
It really was.
Hyper skip. Oh,
I
Chiron.
greeted NikNak at the door later today with a fucking hammer.
Really good, actually, Nady. Because Seki is in call right now. That's what's wrong with Aussie.
Get off my stupid game. This is my whale.
Okay, do another. Have to do a lot of skips today because of how many quartz I have. Maybe on the last 300, I'll do the last 10 or the last 100 pulls on just let it play out. We'll see.
Years. How long has it been since you're playing the channel? Has it been like 2 full years?
I'd say it's been about a year and a half. Oh my fucking god!
What?
Frostshard, this is on your hands. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I blame you. You put that energy into the world. You put that energy in the world, Frostshard. You put that energy in the world.
Right, somebody's gonna die. Gonna die today. I'm gonna commit aggravated assault. It's premeditated. No court of law will defend me.
But we're gonna move on from that. Shut up, Dohawario.
I am gonna.
Hell yeah, another Black Grail. I have to record with her later, guys.
Wow. Yeah.
We have a second stream later. She has a NikNak.
Ooh. Oh, I can go get the NikNak from where it's been.
You did this. That's your fault, Frostshard. Worst part is, it's probably going to end up like my JP Ozyak. I might put investment into him. I don't know if I'm going to use him, though, because I have a hyper-invested Ushi. Here's a gold 4-star, probably. Or Bo. NP4.
NikNak.
Yeah?
In 1 month, I'll have been playing FGO for
For 2 years?
Actually, 1 month from today, May 4th
Woof.
of 2024.
Woof.
That was my first step to stream.
Yeah, I know. No gold riders ever again.
Rama, Nemo, Ozzy.
Look, Rama wasn't that big of a win. You're gonna get Rama. That'll happen. All non-limited 4 stars come eventually at this point. Can't say the same about non-limited 5 stars. Non-limited 4 stars, though, you will get eventually.
I'm in pain.
Oh, God. Somehow pulls a Kita-san black.
Arguably, the worst part about this is, even when I tried to go to pity on Ozzy, I didn't get by 5 stars.
My luck is kind of waning, methinks. The 4 stars are coming in less. We're hitting the back end of the courts.
Well, share with the clap chat. Oh, yeah, no, if you pull an Avenger right now, especially when Avenger's on, I will actually hit you with the camera in my place.
I already have the only Avenger that would appear, though. I'm pretty sure the only Avenger that would appear would be Nito Alter. I already have one.
We'll hit you if you get another one. I don't know what gold caster that.
It's been a minute since I've pulled any gold servants. I pulled Lancelot not long ago, I guess. Okay. I didn't think this through. I should have waited to get one more court. Well, I'm going to try reading some story anyways, and that'll give me the last 10 spin for the day. So we'll keep running. I'll just treat this as my last 300. And then we'll do some story, and then that'll be my final spin.
Yeah, because I dropped half a pity into Nito Alter and got nothing.
Like, it's not my fault. This 4-star servant, maybe? No.
No. Oh.
Yeah, that would hurt me.
Ugh.
So, Seki, how's your day going?
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Should have just kept reading fan fiction.
You could have gone to sleep without ever knowing.
I was like, oh, maybe I'll next stream, watch him roll for fucking Alice. My morning plans got canceled. Should have just gone back to reading fan fiction.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm now starting to feel the pressure of the last 100 spins.
Don't you already have NP4, Alice?
Yeah, I want NP6.
Oh. Doesn't it mean NP5 plus coins?
Yep.
Okay.
Like, NP4 is the painful one, because if it's NP3, I'm like, okay, that was a so-so roll for the amount of courts I did. Not bad, not great, but now it's like I was on a roll, and it's going to look really, really rough having that 4th copy, but not even the 5th.
Yeah.
So, now it's going to, like, that's what my Kukulkan looks like in NA right now. Now she's pretty much stuck being a Destiny order, toss-up until I manage to get her NP5. Alice, unfortunately, might be in the same boat here, just based off how this is going. You know what I could do? I could do a blind... Oh! Oh, I have a caster that's turning gold. Probably a 4-star. Or I just pulled NP5. Okay. I'm satisfied. I'm going to go for that 6th copy, but if I don't get it, I don't get it. Today has been a total win for me. Except for the fact that I'm getting stabbed later. That's not a win.
The audacity of you to get 5 fucking Alices, and you're under a full pity, right? Technically.
Yeah, I have not finished pulling a full pity worth.
Yeah. A full pity. Last summer, and most 800 courts, and didn't pull a.
Wow, she crashed out so hard she crashed Discord. I'm actually gonna start skipping that. We're at 5. Although I'm gonna, next I'm gonna do blind. Next thing I'm gonna do blind. Seki will know what I got before I do, probably, at least for most of the roll. Okay, we're doing this blind.
I don't know, that depends. It's lagging behind. Have it on left.
I don't even remember the sound effects. Okay, I think I pulled two normal servants and a CE. Because that was the CE sound effect, and the other two were servant sound effects.
Hey, NikNak.
Yeah?
I think you can go get
What?
I think you can go get fucked.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! Now I'm scared.
You're scared. I'm saying. It's a good fucking thing I'm taking a week off of FGO. God fucking damn it.
Yeah, you need a reset.
I need more than a reset.
What is this, like 8 or 9 now?
I don't know. I'm like 2 behind you, probably.
I think this is 10. This might be the last one. I should have been counting. Oh no! Still another one. This has to be the last one. Yes. Oh my god! Well,
Yeah.
guys, here we are. Now, the smart thing to do would be to save quartz. But I'm going to turn around and go see if I can pull NP2 Alco in the last 200 quartz. We're not going to wait through these ones. Not even jokingly. We're just going to skip through these, make it go quick. You're...
hatred I feel for the fact that you ended up with NP6 Alice in this course that I couldn't pull a fucking Aussie. And in fact, I didn't get by anything good like you did. Got 5 fucking Nitocris's.
Okay, but Nidacris is a 4-star. You didn't get robbed of any Aussie with a 4-star. Those, my Aussie and my Nemo from this pull, that could have been Alice far quicker. Which means that Alice could have been Alco by the end.
5 stars you.
What?
With 2 other 5 stars in your poll. That's your 6. One court. Meanwhile, I went 800 and the only thing I got was a fucking retry.
See, that robbed you of an Aussie. Do a hyper skip. Oh my god, NP2 Alco.
You think imminent thing hatred emitting in phone Discord giving you extra love?
Seki, you're kind of breaking up. I think Discord is cutting off your imminent hatred. Hey, 4-star rider. Please do not be a 5-star rider. If you're a 5-star rider, I'm going to die. Okay, good. It's just Anne Bonny and Mary Reed. Oh, no more Gold Riders. Gold Rider, go. Be gone. Do not be 5-star. Please. Okay, it's just St. Martha. Alright, there's gonna be one more 10 pull. It's really easy to get the 1 core. It does sound like she's having a censored cursing fit.
Has it? Censoring my cursing?
No, but you're like breaking up in the middle of a long rant, so it sounds like it's being censored.
Ah.
Man, I'm making it out like a bandit on this 5-star CE. I did not do as well when I did my Alco rolls the other day. Okay.
Yeah?
What we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly try to level, oh, I should probably merge them so I don't accidentally burn my leveled copy. Okay, so Alco, merging you first. Yes, I know that there's a weird Noble Phantasm thing going on with you.
Leaving for my mental health.
Bye, Seki. Okay, well, that certainly happened, guys. That was legendary, I would even say. I don't know if I have the mats to level both Alice and Ozzy, so we're gonna focus on Alice today. But woof, woof. Where are my Alices in the Noble Phantasm merging? I haven't had enough time to have accidentally burned it. Oh yeah, I need to get my NP5 Theseus. I think I've probably burned extra Theseus copies just more often than I should. Okay, you 3 are already 5-star. We're NP5, so are you 3. Here we go, Alice. Let's unlock all but one of you. So I'm about to do my best not to accidentally eat the last one, because that's rare prisms. Okay, so yeah. Alright, I now can do coin shit on my Alice. Makes me happy. Okay, and we're gonna quickly burn all these guys. Although I don't think, actually I don't have EXPs on me, do I? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to max out my Alice. Okay. Oh, that feels wrong. That feels wrong. It feels wrong to be burning a 5-star. It's only one, so at the very least I know I've not, okay, hang on, I should quadruple check this. That is my NP5 that's locked, right? Yes. Okay. Ugh. Okay, let's grab that unregistered spirit origin. I think I won't. That's my first one on NA, I'm pretty sure. I'm coming close on another 5-star to being able to pull them on non-limiteds, but I haven't. I want to say it's my first one. Yeah, I've only got. That was my first one there. Okay. How are my EXPs looking? I don't think I have any.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have plenty for this. Okay. I probably bought them from the shop and didn't even think about it. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about 5 4-star EXPs. I'll start EXP budgeting for the 6-star or for the 5-star ones. Or for the great and super boosts. Not on 4-star EXPs. Also, it's not that hard to farm when it's not leveling all the way. Like, I'll farm, especially inside the 5-star EXPs, I'll probably start farming. Like that. Like, we're just not going to use these 5-star EXPs and see what it gets me. Like that. There we go. Now, I'm hoping I have the mats to take her all the way. I can probably make up any one ascension with pure prisms. I've got like 20-something left, I think. But, okay. We're so far safe. This is going to go all the way, so we're going to drop that down to a solid, I'll say 11. Should take me to a super success. Yep. Nope, no need to use any pure prisms. Okay. We're going to do 15 here. That should be around how many I need to max out. Okay. How many is it going to max out at? About 14, so we'll do some serious farming here. I'm going to cut this down to 5. So if it's a triple success, it'll actually take me to max. Or great success. Okay. Now it should be about... So now it's 14 minus 5, 9. We'll go 4, because that'll... a little bit more than I need, but... Look at that. And then that'll cap us out. And that'll be the last quartz I need for the... to max out her level, or to drop one more 10 spin. Guys, I'm scared. I'm scared for later. I might not be on the 3 p.m. stream tonight. There might not be a 3 p.m. stream tonight. After this. Well, at least I've secured my Grand Caster. Okay, 20 is appropriate here. Alright, this next set should take me to max. Yes, so we'll trim that down to 6, because it's a solid, even, super, or great success max out. Alright, now it should be 12 left, so we'll do 4. Alright, that should make it 8 left, so we'll do... no even ones, so if I do 3, it'll max out. It is really good Final Ascension art. Alright, so now it's at 5, if I do 2... yeah, so... now I can literally do one at a time, and I'm maximizing the amount of EXP, or minimizing the amount of EXPs I'm using with the great and super success. That said, I don't think I'm going to keep that 1 EXP. Yeah. That's fine. I still have plenty left. Alright, let's go do that last Alco roll. I'll drop a 10. Oh, no, it's going to say, it's telling me fuck off. But it won't object to me spending money. Alright, that was a minimum. What a way to end it. Okay. Alright, now, new thing we need to do. We need to craft Essence Clean. Because this is a mess. I don't think I pulled enough of the 5-star to, like, efficiently burn through them, but I should be able to make at least one max limit broken copy. Yeah, because I want to, if I maintain 5 copies for full CEs, if I want to do that. And then I have enough to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 MLB copies. And this will make my endgame farming really easy. Okay, we're going to go to another one that's already equipped. Find 4 more unequipped ones. There we go. And then let's start with the bonus CEs, because I actually don't need any of these. I've already got, I can use one more of these. I'll make one more of because the event bonus CEs that I'm, like these guys, there's 2 4-star CEs in this event for some reason that both have the same drop bonuses, and I'm not playing for I'm not using them for the effects very often, so I can now burn the rest of those. And the rest of these. Yeah. Do I have any copies in use by support setup right now that I can max limit break? I don't think so. Otherwise it'd be flagging those. Okay. 3 stars. I actually was a little low on 3 stars last time. Not anymore. But I can make some extra max limit break copies of those guys. So that's my second one. Avoid the level 60s. 2, 3, 4. Make 5 of these if I can. Not that I need. I think I'm actually pretty close to clearing out the shop on this particular map. Oh, I'm sure I won't have any trouble with the 90++ boss. 90++s aren't that hard if you have busted units. Like, there's a couple that'll give you trouble depending on which unit you're relying on, but like, if you have even one, like, top-tier unit, they tend to fold. I think the earliest 90++s before they started releasing units that can 3-turn them were the hardest ones. Okay. Good. We're going to turn off event bonus, and we're just going to start feeding CEs. I know there's more efficient ways of doing this, that there are CE bombs. I have never made myself a CE bomb in my life, and I'm not starting now. Besides, I need this to not be very efficient. I need to clean this shit up. Try my damnedest. Oh, I just killed my music, didn't I? There we go. Do not burn anything level 60 or above. Ayo. Alice NP5 will eat it alive. Good to know. Oh, no, that one's equipped someone, so I'm not going to touch it. Okay. And that's as much as I want to eat on the... Don't ever bother leveling CEs except for with the CE XP cards. And that's somewhat fair, actually, but if you start running out of CE space, You kind of, like, this is... You either have to... You burn them and get the mana prisms out of them, which is only QP on 3-star and below, which is not worth the amount of QP you're getting. Or you make EXP bombs or just straight feed them inefficiently. 661 with assassins. Oh yeah, Alice is gonna eat that alive. Jesus Christ. Now I have to actually get my Alice's skills leveled up, and remember, I have very few pure prisms. I'm probably gonna be hardwalled somewhere. We'll fuck around with the skills, see how NikNak's inventory on Matt's looks, but I'm 99% sure I don't have the pages. I did max out Sojiro and Aoko's skills, but... Once we hit 4 stars, I'm going to have to start doing some 4-star CE cleaning. Or 4-star MLBing on 4-star CEs. I want to be done with this by 11:30 though. Not the stream, but CE management. Yeah, I don't care about burning that one. I just need them gone. I realize I'm burning a few of these things that were not max limit broken, but I'm not as concerned about doing that 3-star CEs. See, like, that can be max limit broken. I need to go through and clean this. Oh look, EXP CE. Oh, I don't know if we have more dust. I swear we got some dust from this event. I don't remember if it was a farming node, if it was one of the hunting nodes, or what it was. So yeah, this is where I'm going to stop my EXP house cleaning for a minute. Of course, that's where I get a great success, is at the 3-star, at the single one. Of course. Let me go up to the 4-star because I think there's actually some new EXPCs on 4-star as well. Yeah, I actually have more of those. Okay, there we go. I will hit level 100 Black Grail yet. I need to get another copy of Kaleidoscope. I am sitting on 4 copies of that motherfucker. Okay. Let us start up at the top here. We're going to... And we'll work our way down. Any 5-star CEs that can be MLB'd. That I either didn't because of the event not being over, or that I've pulled since. Honestly, we're going to stop once I get below 800. I'm not going to fully clean house, even though I should. Here we go. You can be MLB'd. Nope. Not what I meant to do. We're still not quite cleaned. You can just be burned, so I'm just going to unlock you guys. You guys can be burned too. Okay, 4-star CEs then. This is where I know I've got MLBs that I just haven't touched yet. I can smart sort this screen. This screen's good to smart sort. Filter. Where's the smart sort? Let's... I want to only see 4 stars right now. Here we go. Almost cleaned up. So just one more maximum break. Oh, no, not you. You. Hey, it's the Cryptors. Okay. Next little fun party game we're going to do here is see how far I can get leveling Alice's skills. Chances are, I'm stopping at it. I can't even do the skill to level 2. I only got 24 caster gems. Yeah. Yeah. You need like 54. Woof. Okay. We won't touch that then. I will worry about maxing out my Alice on my own time. That's something I can grind and farm separately. I can't wait until the gems are in the shop starting next year. Okay, when is tomorrow's Monster Quest happening? Or tonight's Monster Quest. Let's see if I could find that here. I didn't do yesterday's. I wish I had done yesterday's. I wish I did more of the caster day. There was a caster day, and the Monster Quest actually dropped gems, so. Why don't I look at my small screen? I click the big screen. There it is, in the smoke. So 21 to 23. So that means tonight, 20 is 8 o'clock, so 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Eastern's going to be midnight to 2, and you can fuck around with your own time zone to figure that out. No, they appear at all times. You can see hints for things you aren't caught, for story parts you aren't caught up on. They're actually, I'm surprised they managed to make the UI that efficient that they could do that. There's been a few days where I've not been caught up by the time, where I've not been caught up. I am mostly caught up today. We just have section 6 and 7 to go through, so about 2 hours to do this. I read the first part of Section 6 already because I wanted to move a little bit further past. This is where we get, like, they've already identified, spoiler, they've already identified Alice as the culprit. Kind of. So we're getting the backstory on this now. The concept of for the toy gumball machine was a box of wishing stars. The last witch was inspired to make it from a similarly styled gumball machine she had happened to see on her way home from the grocery store. She was drawn to its novelty. Such things had long gone out of fashion and had clearly been a long time since anyone had used it. She inserted a coin and turned the handle, and it popped out a gumball with a hearty clunk. There were many different colors and flavors of gum inside, so the witch didn't get the kind she wanted. She then stood there for a moment, taking in the wonder of the situation. I got something completely different from what I was hoping for. It was like life itself. Life is full of moments like these. Struck by inspiration, the witch raced home and began making her idea into a reality. She would fill her machine with many different wishes. She would gather many different stars. I want to be rich. I want friends. I want a lover. I want a pet dog. I want a job. I want a family. I want to improve. I want to pass my test. I want to get married. I want to be successful. I want to feel secure. I want to be loved. Moyo edition. I want to do that last part over. I want to recover my losses. I want to get back the shine I lost. I want to forget that ever happened. There, everything is now in place. One turn of the handle and a wishing star candy will pop out. If it's the same as your dearest wish, go away. The one you hold deep in your heart. If such a miracle were to take place, then that wish must surely be the #1 wish in the world. The witch named her toy with that concept in mind. Ploy Kickshaw, Wishing Star Box. Only one. Number 1 shiny star. A tool for granting only one, your number 1 wish. That's the ploy kickshaw I lost at the Kumano Inn 4 years ago. It's a personal wish granter, a box of wishing stars. So it's like a gacha machine, but for witches. For wishes. Gacha does have a novel ring to it. It's too bad I didn't know that term when I made it. This is no time to be regretting your naming decisions. That ploy is what's causing this, right? How could you lose something that dangerous? I can't even begin to describe how grossly negligent that was. Please refrain from slander. I told you it was stolen. This was back in 1997. I had to figure out what to do with all the ploys I didn't have any more use for. My house was already over capacity with curses, so I couldn't store any more cursed objects there. But I also couldn't just throw things that dangerous in the trash. That's why I chose this mountain. At first I stayed in a small cottage while I worked to dismantle them, but then I caught sight of this inn. I decided to change venue to somewhere more relaxing, and it worked. The works went apace. I perfectly unraveled the cursed power holding the ploys together and completely neutralized them. Then, when I made my way back down the mountain, I made little stone shrines in various places and held memorial services for each of the ploys. However, after I got back to my house, I checked my toolbox and realized I had an extra dismantling tool left over. I realized that I must have lost one of the ploys before I could dismantle it, but couldn't remember what it was. Looking back now, it seems clear that the ox god hiding in this inn's basement swiped it from me and altered my memory so that I couldn't clearly recall what I had or hadn't dismantled. The ox god shows people wishes in the form of their future, so it must have wanted the wishing star box as its new body. It makes sense that it would be drawn to another wish granter. The ox god may kill whoever it chose the future to, but that's not because it hates people. I think it just enjoys granting people's wishes and only kept producing new victims inadvertently. Wait, isn't that just killing for pleasure? Shush, Suzuki. I feel the same way now, but now is not the time. So you don't know where the wishing star box is either, then, Alice? No, I don't. Now do you see, I did nothing wrong, and I'm not responsible for the situation. That's not true, Miss Alice. What you meant to say was you can't take responsibility for it. Still, going back to what you said earlier, I don't remember much of May of 1999 either, so I'm pretty sure I must have come here then, too. For the purposes of this discussion, let's suppose that the wishing star box somehow became activated in 1999. If around the start of that year I'd heard that the Kumano Hot Springs business was booming, I would have remembered that a ploy was stolen from me there 2 years ago and gone to retrieve it. However, since I'm not used to climbing mountains, I would have known it would be dangerous. I wouldn't want to go alone. Which means there's a strong possibility I would have asked someone who is familiar with the mountains to come along. But according to you, Aoko, that retrieval attempt must have failed. So I would have ended up defeated and something must have gone wrong with the wishing star box. I see, so in 1999 you came here before I didn't try and stop this star thing, but you failed. Now I finally understand why you were summoned here as a servant, Sojiro. You do? Why? The only reason it makes sense for you to be a servant now is if you died on this mountain and were summoned in a spirit body. Whoopsie, Sojiro died again. The facial expressions across all of the MiHoYo characters are just great. New name for this event. Though it's probably covered. A series of unfortunate events MiHoYo edition. I love that. Or an alternative name. Yes, Alice has the equivalent of DC's House of It. Zerhara, I don't know if you've played a MiHoYo visual novel. The MiHoYo visual novel, that house is a death trap. And you don't, yeah, no, they set up pretty early that house. You go into the wrong room and you're done. Now even Aoko has to avoid certain parts of the house. Anyway, at least we've identified what the unidentified star is. Anything else we should know about the Wishing Star box? About Shiny Star, Alice? Because your mother's heirloom Meinster ploys aside, I'm not too thrilled at how easily you were able to make something capable of destroying the world. This is just speculation on my part, but I think adding the Ox God's characteristics to it must have strengthened it. If so, then Shiny Star would gain more power with every wish granted. That's probably why there are 5 springs that grant their own wish. Let's say it goes up a grade every time it grants someone's wish and takes their life. You know how often we rate products with stores of the star system? You can think of it like that. Every wish the Ox God enhanced Shiny Star grants makes it go up in star rating. It granted 5, so now it has 5 stars. That must have been how it was able to defeat you so soundly back in 1999. Why do you look proud of that? It defeated you too, didn't it? I get it, an SSR. SSR? Is that short for something? Oh, sorry, never mind that, Sojiro. That's just a little rem inside joke Senpai likes to make. More importantly, if Shiny Star's rating is going up, that must mean... You've learned to sound pretty rem yourself, Mash. So 2 years ago in 1999, Shiny Star used the 5 secret springs to grant guests' wishes and upgrade itself. At the time, Aozaki determined she wasn't able to stop it and sent the whole singularity into the future. In doing so, she basically forced the 1999 Shiny Star into becoming a dud. It's an even worse cover-up than tampering with election results, but what's done is done. Let's say she made the right call. Yeah, you know, politics was never my strong suit. My guess is Alco 1 knew there was no way she could stop Shiny Star in that condition. She might not have known exactly how it worked, but from its characteristics and the way it attacked, she probably at least figured out that she had to stop it from granting wishes again. So she kicked the singularity down the road to the next time the Shiny Star would appear, then went there herself to head it off. She must have been trying to lower its rating before she fought it again. That's why she said something like, "Nobody's getting their wish granted on my watch." So Shiny Star granted 2 wishes, youth and annihilated stiff shoulders, which means its rating is at 2 stars. Though it could have been just 1 star if a certain someone had exercised better judgment. Yeah, excuse me for wanting to treat myself for once. Still, the Shining Star is at a 2 rating. Should be much weaker than the one Aoko faced in 1999. So doesn't that mean that Aoko's plan worked perfectly? Right. I'm glad you at least understand, Mash. All we have to do now is destroy Shiny Star, and this case will be well and truly closed. Of course, we still have to figure out where it is first. I still have no idea. Hang on, there's one thing about this Shiny Star that still isn't adding up for me. If it was granting wishes to upgrade its rating, then whose wishes was it granting? Was it just granting its own wish to improve its capabilities? Or was there someone else trying to make Shiny Star stronger so that it could grant a bigger wish? That's an excellent point, Suzuki. You're exactly right. The Shiny Star has no desire of its own. It only grants wishes for the people who activate it, which means someone must have been the first to turn its handle and get lucky with their wish. But to grant that wish, the ploy first had to upgrade its wish-granting capabilities, its star rating, as we've been calling it. I bet that's also why these hot springs suddenly gained 5 secret ones that each granted a different wish. Phew, that's good to hear. How so? I don't see anything good about this. It means your ploy didn't start making trouble on its own. Just knowing that makes me glad I came here. I guess that's true. This would mean the real culprit is still at large. Someone in this inn must be holding on to the Shiny Star in secret. It won't do anything unless it's trying to grant someone's wish, which means someone must have it even now. I suspect you already have an idea who it could be, Nick. That's amazing, Senpai. Please tell us the answer, then. I'm worried my knees are going to give out under all these high hopes you're piling on me, Mash. I know how you feel, so I'll spare you the burden. The answer's pretty obvious. Shiny Star disappeared in 1997, right? So that must mean... That's right, there's only one other person here who also was in 1997. Kinomi. You were the one who invited me to stay here 4 years ago, weren't you? Ah, stop, please, don't say any more. I didn't steal it, I swear, I just found it in my room after you left. The fourth wall dialogue, yup. Best options to pick. It was you? It was me, but you can't blame me. How was I supposed to know that toy was so dangerous? Well, it is now. Hurry up and hand it over. Once we destroy it, these hot springs will finally be safe. Okay, I'll go get it. So it was Kinomi, huh? No, wait, maybe that's not quite right. He did say he found it in his room. What do you think, Kuonji? I believe him. Even if the Ox God or someone was possessing stole the shiny star from my room, it wouldn't have been any wishes of its own. It just likes to grant other people's wishes. So someone nearby would have had to be the one to activate Shiny Star. Kinomi must have been the perfect patsy since he started living here after the last owner took a liking to him. That being said, what now? Is there something nagging at you? I still don't understand how this happened. Shiny Star was a failure. Oh man, I'm bushed. Here, part of me hates to see it go, but this is it, right? So this is only one number 1 shiny star. That was surprisingly easy. I was expecting you to put up a bit more of a fight, Kinomi. The Kumano's Inn's welfare comes first. Anyway, you said this will stop the world from ending, right, Prez? That's right. On that you have my word. Thank you, Kinomi. In the end, we couldn't have done this without you. Oh, so that's what you'd wish for when you turn the handle anyway. Or what you wish for when you turn the handle anyway. I'm not telling that. Huh? Wait, Aoko, let me see that. I knew it. Wanwan is in here, or rather, the stuff that created it. The Ox God must have kept a part of itself inside Shiny Star so that it could still function as Wanwan, even if its main body was gone. Shiny Star must have already been half Wanwan when it activated in 1999. Damn, seriously? Is this all because I made that name in legend? It just picked up on something you said, Kinomi. If it hadn't been Wanwan, it would have been something else. Anyway, this means that we'll need to finish exercising Wanwan first. Let's go to the Room of No Opening. We should be able to get rid of Wanwan once and for all if we bring Shiny Star to the Omnipotent Spring. After that, I'll let you decide what to do next, Aoko. Whatever you choose, I won't stop you. Made a Horcrux. No kidding. I'll take the lead and let you know if I find any dangerous protrusions along the way. I never thought I'd be going down this pit again. I know what you mean. No wonder they say whatever happens twice happens thrice. I swear, how does life always find a way to make you repeat the things you least want to do? Damn it, I told the director I didn't want to host any more food shows countless times. Looks like everyone made it down safely. I'll go next. Guess we should go down too. Want to go first, Alice? No, you go first. That way you can catch me if I slip and fall. Huh? Why are you acting so scared? If you're that afraid, maybe I should go just scoop you up and jump down. Hey, Aoko, what made you think Shizuki died here? It's not like you saw it happen, right? Well, no, I probably didn't even see his body, but I can tell how he must have died. There's only one way a guy who I could easily see surviving a world-shattering meteor would end up dead. He died protecting you. I see. So that's what you think. Maybe you're right. Okay, I'm ready. Let's get this over with. Hand Shiny Star to me, Aoko. Here you go. So what are you going to do with it? Good question. What do you think I'm going to do with it, Nick? Submerge it? Correct. I can see how you Chaldean mages were able to repair so many other singularities. You really know your stuff. Huh? You're just putting it in the water? Won't it rust? For that matter, if the water gets hot, the hot water gets inside. It's Wanwan, Tsukiji, Hosuke, please stand back. It's okay. I can handle this myself. Wanwan disappeared? Was that it? Its last lingering traces or something? That's right. The spring grants wishes by appearing as the Wishmaker, remember? What you just saw was the future. The wish of the remains of Wanwan itself were still hiding in the star. Of course, now that its body is gone, I was able to defeat it easily since it no longer had any power. I also understand why I had trouble fighting back against the devil in the reference room. It's because Shiny Star was jamming the other ploys. Essentially, it was putting up a kind of field that kept lesser ploys from working. So does this mean Wanwan is really truly gone now? I do feel bad for racing the Lord of Kumino Mountains, but might makes right in the world of mystics. Besides, it had this coming when it began misusing one of my ploys. So all we have to do now is shut down the ploy kickshaw. I hate to destroy such a beautiful object, though. Is that really the only way to stop it? I'm afraid so. I still don't know how it got activated in the first way, so our only choice is to dismantle it. What is it, Aozaki? Is there something else you haven't told us? There actually is. There's something all of you should know. Once we destroy Shiny Star and the world is safe again, I'll end up going back to my original time and this singularity will disappear. The Kumino Inn will then go back to being the same peaceful inn it was before, aside from all the hauntings anyway. At the same time, it'll be as if the 1999 singularity never happened, since I'm the one keeping the two singularities linked. That means the world-ending threat in 1999 will go away. And destroying Shiny Star in 2001 will prevent that threat from ever arising here, too. That's great. Makes the whole investigation worthwhile. Now I can finally go home. However, it also means that Sojiro's death will become permanent. Not everything that happens in a singularity goes away, even when space-time is repaired. People who die in a singularity will stay treated as if they died in that time, even after the singularity is repaired. Facts are always made to line up, regardless of how they happened. So you're saying destroying Shiny Star here won't change the fact that I died in the Kumino Inn in 1999? Which means that I'll officially have died in 1999 in exchange for closing this case now. That's right. It's the surest way to keep the world safe. No thank you. What about my safety? Isn't there any other way? I don't know. Is there any other way? Doesn't seem likely. There is. Since the reason Suzuki died in 1999 was because he got caught up in this whole incident, if we destroy the Shiny Star and repair the singularity before he dies, we can save the world and his life. How so? You said he already died, right? Not necessarily. Sojiro died inside a singularity, which means as long as he's still alive when the singularity ends, the facts will still line up. It's not too late to go back to 1999 either. The only thing keeping this singularity in 2001 is me. If I just undo the lock, it'll automatically go back in time to 2 years ago. At the same time, I can set our own timeline to when that singularity begins. Then, all we need to do is destroy Shiny Star before Alice and Sojiro show up, while its damage can still be contained. Uh-oh. There we go. So on that note, I have a request to make. I'm sorry, but is it okay if we go back to 1999? Hell yeah, it is! Okay, we're going to do this. Let's do it. But what are we going to find when we go back to 1999? I'd like to say it'll be an unbelievable sight, but the truth is, the moment I cut off magical energy holding the singularity in 2001, we'll be back in 1999. The singularity back then was something of a disaster zone, so I can't guarantee your safety. Once we get there, find some big rocks and hide behind, and look for the Shiny Star. The rest of us will take it from here. Between me, Alice, Nick, and Mash, I think we stand a good chance. And this time, we'll have another advantage. Remember how two of the same thing can't exist in the same time? Well, if we bring the 2001 Shiny Star back to the same time as 1999 5-star Shiny Star, the two Shiny Stars will combine and the 5-star one will be detuned to 2 stars. So that's why you didn't let it grant many wishes. That's right, Aoka 1 couldn't tell what she was up against, but she still figured out a way to weaken it. This is great! It sounds like we've got everything going for us. Alright then, let's get going. I want to see the world of wishes come true for myself. Not me, thanks. You all go on without me. Huh? Why are you raining on our parade, Your Highness? This is our battle to protect the world and save your friend's life, right? Why are you getting cold feet now? Are you that scared of dying? Of course I am, jackass. I just don't want to keep my wife waiting for me any longer. Huh? You're married, Your Highness, even though we all swore we'd be lifelong bachelors when we were in school? I'm sorry, Sojiro. I promised her I'd get back safely, so I can't go with you any further. My detective work is done. I'm sure you can all take it from here. Don't give it a second thought, and congrats, Tobimaru. Thanks. Feels weird having you congratulate me twice, but I appreciate it. So who's the lucky lady? I'm sure my adult self knows, but I don't. Oh, you've met. I'll introduce you over the phone sometime. Well, that clears up that mystery. The reason you went to the old building at 6 on the dot every evening was so that you could call your wife in Tokyo and tell her you're going to be home soon. Go to hell! Forget this traitor, Shizuki. When this is all done, you should quit your job at his agency. Sorry, Tobimaru. That's not happening. You're too involved to turn back now. Since you all know what's going on, you're all going to come back to 1999 with me, whether you want to or not. Huh? Wait, that's why you opened up with an apology? So you knew this would happen when you explained the situation to us? I sure did. I knew you'd catch on quick, Tobimaru. Even 10 years later, you're still the best vice president I could ask for. Okay, stop here. This is where I'm going to undo the lock to keep the singularity in 2001. Once I do, our surroundings should immediately snap back to 99, kind of like a rubber band. It can be pretty disorienting, so if any of you get motion sick easily, you might want to close your eyes. Are you sure this is a good place? I'm sure. Nobody comes here, right? This is the same spot I jumped when I came here, too. I see, so this is where where outgoes 2 and onwards have been arriving from. Oh crap, I know I was totally on board with this, but I'm starting to get cold feet. I mean, we're going to be time traveling to 1999, right? Are we going to be okay? What if we just up and die? I know Press has always been fine with stuff like this. But Nick, Mash, and even Vice Press are acting like we're just running to the store or something. Mimi. Kinomi. Ah, who said that? Oh, it's you, Alice. I'm not scared, okay? I've just gotta, pre-battle jitters. Really, that's all. I mean, us supporting characters gotta make sure we don't mess things up for the main cast, right? I see. I've never considered you as a supporting character myself. I'd say you're an extra at best. But never mind that. I wanted to talk to you before we go. I've been thinking about how this happened, and I can't come up with a single answer. As far as I can tell, it should be impossible to activate Shiny Star. It was a complete failure. There's a huge hole in the plot needed to work as a fairy tale. What kind of hole? It's right in the name. Only one and number one. The ploy grants wishes that are only one of their kind. It sounded good in theory. Everyone wants to believe their number one wish is like no other. But that's not the case. Every person's number one wish is the same as everyone else's. There's no such thing as a number one wish that's also only one of its kind. I want to be successful. I want to be promoted. I want a lover. I want to bring someone back to life. The world is chock full of wishes like that. They're as commonplace as the stars in the sky. That's why Shiny Star should never actually shine. Because there's no such thing as a special one-of-a-kind wish. So I'm going to ask you again, Kinomi. What is it you wished for? I'm not saying. I see. Alice and Kinomi are talking alone. Probably about the wish. You mean the one Kinomi made? Come on, tap. There we go. Right. I'm surprised he's not even telling Alice, though. I'm not sure I've seen him dig his heels in like that. He's probably just sulking. Real heartfelt wishes aren't the kind of thing you usually go around telling others about. He's embarrassed to try and save face. But never mind him. Are you done yet? I get that we don't need to hurry if we're back in time, but there's no sense taking longer than necessary either. I know, I just finished the coordinates, so all I have to do now is let go. Okay, everyone, get over here. Once you close your eyes and count to 3, we'll be back in 1999. It won't make any difference, but if you're nervous, you can hold hands. Now, is everyone ready? Go for it. Okay, beginning regression. Canal Singularity. Get ready to party at the Kumano Hot Springs like it's 1999 again. Court! Ooh, yeah, no, that, hang on, I want to fix something here. It's really not that big a deal for you guys, but you can see it, there's a little bit of cropping going on. Really easy fix. I fucked with this the other day. It was... How did I do this earlier? It's in my properties... No, that wasn't it. Filter. Nope, not filters. There we go. Okay, top needs a little bit less. Let's drop top down to 70. There we go, it's all visible now. I'll drop bottom down to 70 as well. There we go. Much better. Grab the quick event reward here. Backyard free quest. I don't need to do that to actually play the next story chapter, I don't think. Yeah. Still a little bit of cropping on my... Oh. I know why. It's not actually fixed for you guys yet. There we go. Fill the machine with many wishes. Gather many stars. One turn of the handle and a wishing star candy will pop out. If it is the same as your dearest wish, the one you hold deep in your heart, if such a miracle were to take place, then that wish must surely be the #1 wish in the world. The witch named her toy with that concept in mind. Ploy Kickshaw, Wishing Star Box. Only one, #1 shiny star. A tool for granting only one, your #1 wish. It wasn't until later that the witch admitted it was a failure. There is no such thing as only one, the #1 wish in the world. There are countless earnest, precious wishes in this world. There's simply no way that any one person's wish could be #1. Not to mention, it's impossible to rank wishes in the first place. So really, the whole concept fell apart the moment the stars shining in the sky were linked to wishes. Yep, it's the lullaby song. Hello, human. I am the fairy that took up residence on this mountain. I never had a name before, but now you can call me only one, #1 shiny star. Please tell me your wish so I may grant it. Tell me your #1 wish, a wish that's only one of its kind in the whole world and you can never take back. It can be a wish you just thought of now, or one you've been keeping secret for a long time. Huh? Okay. My wishes are usually something you think of on the spot. I could be rich or popular or ladies' man, but no, those don't seem right. Sure, I'd like those things, but they're not important. One time I did a fasting bit for a variety show that became a huge hit. My pay went up. I got to move into a really nice apartment. But then I had to do the same bit over and over, and I was like, if this is a success train, I want to get off, you know? So, like, I wouldn't know what to do with my money if I was rich. Being popular would make other people hate me. And even if I was a ladies' man, I wouldn't be able to really make them happy. So I don't think any of those wishes were my number one. I see. Please tell me your wish, so I may grant it. Man, you don't back down, do you? I like that. Alright, if you want my number one wish, I think it'd be... Just once, I'd like to have the... in the... who am I kidding? There's probably a ton of other people with that wish, so that's not going to work either. Congratulations. My search has not found any identical results. It seems that wish is the only one of its kind in the world. Huh? Your wish will be granted. I promise I will make it the number one wish. It's easy to make only one thing the number one thing. I've learned a lot from humans over the past 500 years. My name, only one, number one shiny star. I will become a shining star and grant your wish. Dun dun dun. God, I love this map. We'll borrow an Alice because I can... This is like the fun team I can do. Who do I want my backline to be? This is a foreigner, so obviously I know this isn't the actual fight. Let's do that. You're a 5-star CE. I could just switch you to that, and that makes Bizette a great final sort of wall if I need it. Anything else that'd be a good slot in? Nah, we'll keep Fujino there. Fujino is pretty durable. What Alice did was basically a programming error. She gave the ploys like certain logics that sounded flowery and poetic for what the intended idea for it was, but it ended up being so restrictive that the thing couldn't do anything. And then there was another program error in the actual method of granting that wish. That's basically what she did with the shiny star. Are these really the Kumano hot springs? Those shooting stars are beautiful, but... I can't believe it. How could it have interpreted the wish so violently? There's enough magical energy in the air to rival the Age of Gods. Humans cannot operate in this environment. My master should be okay thanks to his Mystic Code's life preservation system, but Tsukiji and Hosuke will be... Okay? Yes, they're all right. There may not be any oxygen, water, or sunlight here, but there doesn't need to be. We're in a fairy tale world now. As long as you don't push yourselves too hard, regular humans can still operate here. Keep your actions at the bare minimum. If you get injured, it'll be all over for you. You don't gotta tell me twice not to be a hero. We're here just to offer advice, or maybe be cheerleaders. Stopping shiny stars is your job. Konomi and I will stay here, and... Konomi? No way. This is a disaster. Never mind losing the inn. This could destroy all of Japan. For all that matter, how the hell did that wish lead to this? Konomi, I'm pretty sure everyone here at the inn managed to evacuate. When Shiny Star activated, Kumanoin Yoshisuke must have sensed the danger. Or rather, panicked when he couldn't find a way to stop it and hurried everyone down the mountain. Really? Am I actually that competent? Of course you are. There's no one better than you at getting so far away from danger as possible. How many times have you tried to minimize the damage for something you wouldn't get in too much trouble? Oh yeah, you're right. Way to go, 1999 me. So now what? And also, what are those lights swirling around up there? Those are earthbound stars opposed to stars in outer space. They're lights Shiny Star itself called here. When those stars are no longer visible, that's when Shiny Star will become complete. It'll be a ploy kickshaw even more powerful than the Meinster's 3 miracles like Flat Snark or the Vames Troll. Are you serious? You're not trying to scare us? So it'll be even stronger in the Wander Snatch. We can't let that happen. True, but we have some time. How does this site compare to the one you saw, Aoko? The magical energy wind in Aoka 1's footage was stronger than this. She couldn't even get within 50 meters of it. Then we know it's been detuned, enough that we can at least get closer to it now. Tsukiji, Kinomi, you two stay here. The wind looks like it's blowing from the center of the crater. Is everyone ready to fight? Then let's go. Don't hold anything back. The moment it's in range, destroy it with everything you've got. It's shining so bright. Huh? Has stopped observing. What in the world is happening around that star? Aozaki? It's nothing. Come on, let's go get it. Summon your servants, Nick. We've got a lot of time to prepare, and we've got plenty of firepower on our side. Failure's not an option. Don't worry about the nearby lights. They're harmless. Just focus on attacking the star. Don't get discouraged, even if weird things start happening. All right, we'll be careful. This is pretty much a guaranteed loss fight. Oh no, you killed Sojiro! And Aoko. Then there's Alice. We can't actually do anything when we get near that star. I feared the worst when I saw that Shiba had stopped observing the vicinity, but it looks like I was right. Space-time no longer has any meaning near Shiny Star. There's no past, no future, no success, no failure. Everything is simply listed as recorded, no change, as if the recorded universe itself is rejecting it. What? But this kind of phenomenon manipulation would require a spirit origin on par with a real star. Where could Shiny Star possibly be getting that much magical energy? There, it's absorbing the magical energy from other stars in the sky. Those are wishes. Shiny Star is drawing its wishes from people all around the world. Isn't that right, Alice? To make a one-of-a-kind wish into the number one wish of the Shining Star is resorting to the worst possible means. Usually it would be impossible to make one small wish the number one wish on the planet. But if all other wishes were to go away, if one small wish was the only wish left in the world, it would become number one by default. That's what those shooting stars are. The Shiny Star is gathering up every other wish from all of humankind, rejecting them as not number one and turning them into stardust. I want to cure my father's illness. Evaluating. Denied. I want to save the poor. Interpreting. Denied. Let me stay here just one more day. Deliberating. Denied. We have to stop it as soon as possible. So then the world isn't going to end because of that magical energy wind destroys everything? It's going to end because humankind will die off once their wishes are all gone? It looks that way. Of course, I had the same thought, that I had to do whatever I could to stop it. But it didn't make any difference. Even though it's been detuned, we still can't get through to it, whether it's with fists or words. Damn it, I made the wrong call. Just stopping it from granting wishes wasn't enough. It's not like you had to be so faint-hearted, Aoko. You sound as if you really did come from a future where one person's wish ruined the whole world. Yes, its employee T.H.E deploying its rules is invincible, but that's only because it's following its own rules. Shiny Star activated on a wish that was only one of its kind in the world. That's the core powering its messed up fairy tale world. But if that core goes away, the Wishing Star Box will go back to being another third-rate ploy. So you need to find a way to deny the conditions enabling it to operate. It doesn't matter what that way is. So like, you want Konomi to take back his wish? You mean that's all we had to do? The only problem is neither you nor I can move from here, or we won't be able to keep that magical energy wind contained. Tobimaru and Konomi would be vaporized instantly. That's a good thing we have them here, Suzuki. Nick, go talk to Konomi. I'll cover you as best I can. Mash, you stay here too and keep the magical energy wind at bay. Of course, leave it to me. Wait, you can use your ploy kickshaws here? Yes, as long as they're more valuable than the Shiny Star, it looks like I have just one ace that fits the bill. I'm going to send out that Wander Snatch. The mist won't last long in this storm, but it still have my folklore defense. That should slow down the Shiny Star growth, but it won't last long. So you'll need to settle this before I completely turn to mist. You and Mash are going to hold the line here. Got it? Then I'll go get Konomi back to his wish. To take back his wish, even if I have to force it out of him. I can't believe you, Alko. Don't you see? If you try that, it really will be game over. Huh? Why is that? Even if you could force someone to rescind a heartfelt wish, it would simply just be empty words. Nothing's going to change with Shiny Star unless Konomi rescinds his wish and means it. So do you understand? You stay here and remain on the fence. Shiny Star is sure to take notice once Nick gets close to Konomi. You're going to need to start here and fight one-on-one to make sure it doesn't. You'll be risking your life to act as a decoy, but you've already died a lot of times here, so what's one more? Magical energy wind is getting even stronger. Master! You heard it, Sojiro. Let's go talk to him. You really saved my life there. Of course I'm going to make sure you're safe. Anyway, I actually want to talk to you about something. I think I got over half of what Aozaki and Kuonji were talking about. I understand that we need to stop the Shiny Star or the whole Earth will be in trouble. I also get that it may not be so easy because Konomi is being surprisingly stubborn and refusing to help. So I was thinking, if this new plan doesn't work, let's just go back to the old one. You mean the plan to destroy Shiny Star 2001, but you... Yeah, that one. You said you originally from 2019, right? So once your work is done, I'd like you to promise me you'll visit the Kuonji estate at least once a year in my absence. Sojiro! Don't tell anyone else, okay? Anyway, let's just focus on convincing Konomi to help us. So please, Konomi, tell us what you wished for. No way. What are you sulking about, especially at your age? Don't you get that the whole world's going to end unless you tell us? I'm not saying. Please, I promise we won't laugh no matter what kind of wish it is. Ugh. I'm still not saying. Besides, look around. There's no way I could be responsible for this kind of disaster. Sure, I get the feeling I talked Wan in a dream once, but how could that possibly lead to this? I'm just a regular handsome innkeeper who used to be a comedian and just wants to enjoy every day. Alice and the Prez will figure something out. We can just hide out here and cheer them on. I didn't want to do this, but... My wish is to open a bakery with the person I love. Oh, I see. That's a great goal. I appreciate you telling us, even though it made you blush. But that wish has nothing to do with mine. I didn't wish for anything nearly so admirable. It's just plain old Konomi Hosuke. Just carry me to a graveyard and bury me with the rest of the planet. Alright, you leave me no choice. I'll also break an arm or two until you fess up. No, Aozaki already thought of that, and apparently it won't work. It's okay, I thought this might happen seeing how it's Konomi and all. We'll just have to do this a different way. Nick, you can still reach Aozaki, right? Ask her to go back to 2001 and destroy the Wishing Star box there. Then this will all be over. Soju... I can't take this anymore. You got me so distracted I let that explosion hit me. Nobody's going to make fun of your wish, you idiot. We're not going to reject it, or even scold you for it. If this wish is that important to you, we just want to know what it is because we're friends. Now hurry up and tell us already. What did you wish for? I just wanted her to become number one. That's all there was to it. I'd spent 2 years running my own variety show on my hometown's local network, and another 2 working in Tokyo after I made a name for myself. As a comedian, I was reliable sorts of ratings. Of course, it helped that it was my dream job, but I was also lucky a big agency took me under its wing, and that my show on the local network managed to become weirdly popular. So hang on, before I continue this, the bakery choice was the Antarctica choice. My interpretation of that, because it's odd that they gave you 2 different choices that were so random, especially because he's already been to Antarctica. Like, that's true, he didn't know it was Antarctica fully, but it's clear there's something with Ritsuka's character there that's being set up. And I don't think this is the last time the bakery thing has come up, or the for Ritsuka. I'm pretty sure it came up in like a Valentine's scene or something, as well, or somewhere in or an interlude. I need to remove one of the headphones because I'm hearing myself talk like that's harsh sometimes. My interpretation of those 2 choices, that Antarctica is because we do know that. I don't want to go into it too much because this is getting into part 2 ending spoilers, and this is an NA stream, so I won't fuck around with it. My interpretation of the Antarctica choice versus the bakery choice is those 2 choices are things that Ritsuka would both wanted, but I think Antarctica was like a more of a desire to get out and explore kind of thing, because we do know that he took on the Chaldea job. He did take on the Chaldea job for a reason. And the idea of him getting out and exploring the world is not a bad reason. Now, when he makes that choice, it could be that either he feels fulfilled by having been to Antarctica, or he wants to go see Antarctica again. And the bakery is probably closer to what his wish would be, in my opinion. Closer to what his wish would be if he feels fulfilled about having been to Antarctica already. Now, how that plays with FGO's Part 2's ending, I'm not going to get into that here because that's heavy spoilers. Like, that's the kind of stuff. Like, that particular scene is what's being copyright struck, so I'm gonna back off that for now. Yeah. So I think there's a lot going on there. It's interesting though that Nasu wrote that particular scene that way. Okay. My older colleagues didn't care for me, so what? I'm being looked down on and underestimated. Besides, it's true that I'm a soft touch. I'm too easy on myself. I hate adversity and I cry at the drop of a hat. So I figured I could never match up to anyone put in any real effort, or rather it'd be unthinkable if I did. All I ever wanted was to enjoy myself. Man, I love how easygoing your segments are, Yoshisuke. Nobody's on stage, and even the guests who hate each other are behaving. I became an AD because I've always wanted to be in showbiz, but I started having second thoughts when I found out how it dashed hopes and dreams. But your improvised live segments are where we are always flying by the seat of our pants, are exactly the kind of thing I've always dreamed of doing. The only part about working with you that kind of sucks is how bad the catered lunches are. My appeal is that I never took anything seriously. I can make anything at least kind of fun. So I can't blame other people for looking at me and thinking I was an irresponsible slacker. From their perspective, I was way more popular than I deserved, made a good living off of it, and still I only ever ate convenience store food. I was all ready to accept that I'd just let the wind take my life whenever it wanted until people got bored of me. The first time I saw her was pure coincidence. She happened to be performing on a tiny stage in the department store where I was doing my shopping. Her name was Mizushima Masago, which didn't exactly roll off the tongue. Her look, singing, and dancing were all okay at best. And yet, there was just something about her that drew me in. Maybe it's because I was feeling stuck myself. Watching her made me want to do something to help, not as Kumanoi Yoshisuke, but as Kinomi Hosuke. As I watched her perform, I realized something else about her. She had no stamina at all. She physically didn't have what it took to be an idol. I'm no swan myself, but I've been in showbiz long enough to know that the brighter a world shines, the harder, lonelier, and emptier it is behind the scenes. Still, I cheered her on. I supported her as best I could. But without any connections to the idol industry, she never caught the eye of anyone who could help her break out. One day, our paths happened to cross when we were both booked to perform at an amusement park. She said she'd never been to an amusement park before, so I suggested we ride the Ferris wheel during our break. Don't worry, no one's going to care if you're seen with me. I'm the industry's laughingstock. Whatever happens, they'll just write me off as a joke, and that'll be that. When you get right down to it, I'm just a dumb comedian. As long as people laugh at me, my job is done. I've never laughed at your banter, Yoshisuke. Damn, really, man? Having a cute girl tell you you're not funny right to your face really hurts. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, your banter always cheers me up. You're not trying to make people laugh. Most comedians see me like they want to make someone laugh, and that's all, but not you. It's more like you'd rather the world be one where you can laugh. That's why you worked so hard to get where you are now. It's not that you're fine with being laughed at, you just care more about being able to laugh yourself. What makes you think that? I guess because I'm the same way. I'm not actually that confident in myself. If I'm being honest, I think this whole idol business is messed up. But I love having other people hear my voice. That's what helps me keep going with my singing and dancing, even though I'm not that good at them either. Whether you're an idol or a comedian, it's hard being in the showbiz, isn't it? It might look fun, but pretending to have fun while you're not, well, that's just really sad, don't you think? And that was the first and last time we spoke. It was also when I stopped personally supporting her. I didn't feel like I was worthy to support someone like her, and I also didn't want to let anything slip if we ever met on site again. I was sure she'd succeed eventually. I really was, but it never happened. Huh? Why is the script being rewritten? Did something happen today? Oh, you haven't heard yet, Yosuke? There was a girl who collapsed on stage and died in the hospital. What was her name again? Mizushima something? They said she'd always been kind of sickly. That was when I learned Masago had weak kidneys and had to do dialysis several times a week since she was little. They said she died from exhaustion, but it wasn't long before I heard all kinds of nasty things about her I would have just as soon remained ignorant of. But never mind them, they're not worth telling. Once she was gone, all Masago left behind was 3 singles and a few recordings of her concerts taken with cheap cameras. I got so fed up with the whole thing that I left showbiz and went off the grid for a while, until I ended up at the Kumano Inn and hit it off with the previous owner. I enjoyed working at the inn more than I thought I would. Sometimes we'd even get guests I never expected to see. As an employee, I was allowed to customize the inn however I liked. I could put up all the posters I wanted and no one ever complained. Then one day, Wanwan spoke to me, said to tell him my wish so he could grant it. I didn't know if it was dreaming or awake, and I didn't care. Once he said that, all the feeling I'd kept bottled up came pouring out. So I told him. I told Wanwan exactly what I'd been wishing for. I didn't ask for anything impossible like bringing her back to life. I just wanted her to be the top idol in the world at least once, hell, lots of times if I'm honest. And I still want that. Even now, I sometimes dream of her taking first place in the charts and in competitions. But that's a super common dream. There was no way it could be the only one of its kind like Wanwan said it had to be. So I figured Wanwan would just sigh in disappointment and go away, but instead... Congratulations. Congratulations. It seems that wish is only one of its kind in the world. What? Are you kidding me? The only one of its kind in the whole damn world? I'm the only one? Not a single other person still remembers her songs? She was so lonely, but she still worked so hard and she made some beautiful music. But you're telling me not a single damn person in the world wanted to see her succeed? You're wrong. That can't be true. No way in hell. Tell me it ain't true. Aww. So there you go. That's what I wished for. Now do you get it? Even if the world really is in danger, there's nothing I can do. I can't lie and say I was just kidding and ask to take that wish back now. Even now, I still want to see her be number one. Now I see. You weren't clamming up out of self-preservation. You did it because you were angry. Kinomi, your wish. Your anger, I couldn't reject it even if I wanted to. Yeah, this is about how you feel. Nobody can deny how people feel about these kinds of things. Deliberating, denied, deliberating, denied, deliberating, denied, deliberating, denied. This wish is still the only one of its kind. This is still the number one wish. Just once I'd like Mitsushima Masago to have the most popular songs in the world. This wish is not made out of self-interest. This wish is not made for calculated purposes. This wish was not made to satisfy a desire. This wish is absurd. This wish is interesting. This wish is beautiful. By granting it, I am being fair and impartial. Nick, never mind what I said before. We're going to destroy that thing here and now. I want to, but how are we going to bring that star back down to Earth? Yeah, I hate to admit it, but Shining Star's logic is flawless. Not even Kinomi can deny what he wished for. At this point, our only hope is to... Well, of course. You can't take back a wish made from the heart. Shining Star's dead right about that. Knowing you were the only person in the world to wish for that idol success, no wonder you were too upset to tell us. You did nothing wrong, Kinomi. I'm sorry I said you were sulking. Huh? What's this about, Your Highness? Just shut up for a moment. I'm about to close this case nice and neatly. It's said that this wish is still the only one of its kind. That's still the number one wish. What a con job. That's not your wish anymore, Kinomi. It's your own. Hey, Shiny Star. Seems to me like... That feels oddly translated. That's not your wish anymore, Kinomi. It's your own. Hey, Shiny Star. Seems to me like you're still trying to raise your own rep by making this wish out to be more valuable than it really is. Fine then, I'll play along with your game. If you care about the rules that much, then listen up. You say Kinomi's wish was the only one, that nobody else wanted to see her succeed? Well, you're dead wrong. There's no way that wish is one of a kind, because I wished for it too, bastard. You say Kinomi's wish was the only one of its kind, that nobody else wanted to see her succeed? Well, you're dead wrong. There's no way that wish is one of a kind, because I wished for it too, bastard. Testimony, verifying, considering, priority, top priority. No way, you know about Masago too, Your Highness? Of course I do. How do you think I tracked you down all the way here? It's because I had something for you. Here, this is yours. This is just one part of the whole pack. Wait, is that my handwriting? What are you doing with those, Your Highness? You're creeping me out. What, is your memory worse than Robin's? Those are fan letters you wrote, you idiot. Back when you were cheering her on, you used to write her long handwritten letters every time she got a gig. You'd tell her what she did well, what she did great, and what she could stand to improve. Honestly, I'm amazed you could write the same damn thing so many times. I got a headache just reading through them. You read my personal mail? What are you, a paparazzo? I had to as part of my job, dumbass. I needed something to track you down, and these were my only lead. The only reason I had them is because my client lent them to me. They said your letters were their late daughter's most prized possession. Masago knew she didn't have a long life ahead of her, but she still wanted to spend it doing what she wanted. I'm sure being an aspiring idol was hard for her in lots of ways, but for the last 2 years of her life, she was genuinely happy. Her parents told me these fan letters you wrote inspired her to keep going. Like I said, they were her most prized possession. Her parents started looking for detectives so they could return the letters to the guy who sent them. Eventually, they found out I used to know him back in high school, and that's how I got the case. Unfortunately, there were almost no leads to go on. All they had were letters and videos of their daughter's gigs. I figured knowing what kind of singer she was could help, so I watched them over and over, and well, her songs weren't exactly my taste, but everything else about them was really good. I don't know the first thing about singing, but her effort, her emotion, the joy she got from performing, even I could tell how brightly she shone on stage. I didn't think it was possible to become genuinely fond of someone you didn't know before. But Mizushima Masago was the real deal. She made me a fan, and I earned the cold shoulder from my wife. Now go on, stand up and take these. There's nothing sad about this in the least, right? Oh, I see, you're just riding the bandwagon, huh? I was her fan before you'd even heard her name. Wow, you really did close this case nice and neatly. He really did. There's no way Shining Star could have seen this coming. Not recognizing. Error. Impossible. That testimony cannot be real. My aggregation wasn't perfect. Yeah, maybe back in 1997 when you started gathering wishes. But I hadn't gotten the request to find Kinomi back then. That didn't happen until 4 years later in 2001. So I didn't learn about Mizushima Masago until after you collected your data. No. No fair? You know how I know how you must feel. You can blame Aozaki for cheating if you want, but first, it's time to get to work, Shiny Star. You say you're fair and impartial. Prove it. Try gathering your data again. Deliberating. Testimony unknown. Evidence unknown. Verifying. No results found. Results found. Evidence validated. Verification approved. Deliberation impossible. Results found. This chair. Nasu, I love you. Shiny Star's world is shutting down. Hurry, everyone. Now's our chance to destroy it. We'll be right there. Come on, Senpai, Sojiro. Hell yeah, thanks, Kinomi. Just go save the world already. I need to live. I need it to live, you know? Ah, youth. Look at them running off so happy, like they've already won. Still, it's only right for us old hands to show them how it's done, seeing as we're the star players for this case. This wish might have been number 1, but it definitely wasn't the only one of its kind. This is what showing your true colors looks like. Do it, Aozaki. Breaking toys is still what you're best at, right? You know it. I have some thoughts about your choice of words, but I'll gladly take it from here. This is it, Shiny Star. In the end, you were just a broken toy, a wishing well that never got what it really means to be number 1. Collecting lots of wishes and stars isn't necessarily a bad thing by itself, but sacrificing other wishes is just a selfish desire, not a wish. Unfortunately for you, I think I've died more than enough times. This time it's your turn. Picking Alice. Manual setup. We'll move you to the front line. So we're going to put Sojiro in front there. Okay. Put MASH immediately following up. We're going to... Okay. Let's do that. No, I don't want to bring my own Aoko. I'd rather have a safer... I'll play a little safer here. Because that Aoko's most of the way there to being as good as my Aoko is. Actually, it's NP3, so it's better, so... One of my favorite final bosses in any event.
夜の歌でとディドディド整理整頓してくれる発展途上ですので
Shizuki actually has guts, which is nice. It's 5.
チョコレート
I probably won't be charged up by then.
粒子色あせた夢に月の油をあれねコンタクト外から内へ1から0へシフトサイクリック選手交代始めましょう
I also love that it cuts all the background music for the NPs in this. They don't do this for all of the big climactic bosses.
こぼれ落ちて舞台はクラッとしなキャリー
Pop, even though I don't really want to drop his NP too much, because I don't want to just get him killed, I want to go at least all 3 NPs before the end of this fight. Five guesses, you still didn't survive your fight? I mean, the reason why he doesn't survive the fights it's not easy for him to survive these fights is because he's really, not great here. Let's see here. So, how many guys do you have left? 2 left. I can afford to get rid of 1. Let's just pop all 3 NPs in a row. Oh, my audio cut out. There we go. I don't know what that was.
刺激も反省も足りないようね。なら私が全部満たしてあげる。
Why is my audio cutting out again? What the hell?
彼方に行ってこい。
Yeah, I don't think Sojo's surviving this fight. I'll put him a little bit, give him a little bit of healing. But yeah, I think he's gonna die. Oh yeah, he's gonna die. He's about to drop an NP. Alco might die too. Same with Alice. Honestly, they all might die here. Oh, I kind of see what happened here. Why Alco's suddenly not hitting very hard on her NPs. She has NP damage reductions. Oh, did it have a 10 stack defense buff? Yeah, it'll do it every time. I was pretty much out of those. The wishes were shattered. Perhaps they would have come true if they had been left alone. Some wishes dreamed hazily that good things might happen in the future. Some wishes dreamed of the past, where it was now too late to do anything. But right now, in the present, everything is wrapping up perfectly. Maybe we could have seen the real magic remaking the world in exchange for all the wishes in it. But ending like this doesn't quite seem right. Wishes aren't the only thing you can't take back. My number one wish wasn't anything special, and stars aren't supposed to burst. They're supposed to orbit. The bright starry sky peered down as other stars scattered across it. Despite the sad sight, the man looked up at with a proud expression on his face. That's it. That's how stars ought to be. It's like you can see them when you're awake, and they provide light when you're asleep. Nothing else twinkles like them. They're fun to look at, but there's something lonesome about them. So this is where I can actually tell that the FGO coloring's fucked up, because there's These stars are a lot better looking on the phone screen than the computer screen right now. As the man murmured words like poetry, the collapse of 1999 was undone. Oh, son of a bitch. We're back here, guys. Hang on, this is an easy fix. Why am I going all the way down? I'm just gonna stuff some EXPs into my black grill. Oh, I haven't filtered that. I'll do it. Hang on. I want to turn off Smart Sort. Easier to find stuff. No, it's... Hang on. CEXP card. There we go. Alright, that should be enough. Are you all ready to go? Everyone have everything already? Because in about 30 minutes, this singularity will disappear and it'll be back to the normal Kumano hot springs. When that happens, NikNak, Servant Sojiro, and I will all return to our respective time periods. Anyone who is already here will stay here, although their memories of the singularity will be a little fuzzy. Yes, we know. We finished cleaning our room, so we're ready to leave at any time. Thanks for giving us such a good room, Kumanoin. I'm glad to hear you say that. If you enjoyed your stay here, I hope you come visit us again. You said you were both from 2019, yes? Well, I'll do my best to keep the inn in business until then. Why are you wearing that disguise again? You look shadier than ever dressed like that. Well, you know, since this is goodbye and all, I thought I'd make an extra sure the newcomers remember me. Bye, Nick and Mash. I'll have twice as many hot springs here when you visit in 18 years. Hang on, am I going to disappear when the singularity does? No, I'm not sure why, but you're registered as a spirit in the throne now. So you'll be summoned independently from the original Sojiro. Oh, that might only apply to Chaldea. Might being the key word there. Right, your servant self and your original self from this time are different people. Come to think of it, where did the original Sojiro go? It would have been confusing having the two of them in one place, right? So my guess is Aoka once spotted him walking around the inn and hurled him back to Tokyo. Oh, so that's why you went off with that scary look on your face on the first afternoon. Hey, I just wanted to stop by since it looks like this is it. Thanks for helping me out on that misty day. It ain't often you get to experience something like that. It sucks that I won't remember you guys, but at least you'll remember me, right? I can live with that. And hey, if someone you know ever buys some haunted property and gets cursed, give me a call. If you tell me you know my secret, I'll probably panic and give you a discount. Hello, allow me to once again apologize for the trouble I caused you. Now that the ox god is gone, I no longer have any reason to stay in this mountain. But fortunately, Lord Sugitani has agreed to help me search for my master. It is good to have a goal. It sounds like your trip still has a long way to go. So please take care and let me know if you ever need my help. It's a little rough reading her lines. You know, I think you really had us fooled, Kuonji. You knew what was happening here the whole time. This isn't a mystery novel where the least suspicious person is the culprit. Why didn't you speak up sooner? I don't know about the connection between Wanwan and Shiny Star. I didn't know about the connection between Wanwan and Shiny Star. Rather, I didn't think there was one. I was planning to find Shiny Star on my own once we dealt with Wanwan and solved Aoko's serial murder mystery. So you didn't invite Aozaki to your room on the first night so you could cover up evidence. Instead, I just wanted to talk with her for the first time in a while. I've seen you and Shizuki a few times since we graduated, but I hadn't heard from Aoko. Oh, that explains it. I thought that was weird. The Alice I knew would never go out in an outdoor bath with a girl she had only just met. Now I see. You pushed yourself to keep us company because it had been so long since we'd seen each other. It wasn't that big a deal. Our time together was just so short, we've never had a chance to go on a trip together. Aww. Thank you all again for your help. Are you leaving already? The air surrounding this inn is so much lighter now, I'm sure it won't be long before it becomes popular again. What am I going to do now? Well, there aren't any evil spirits that need exorcising anymore, but Mr. Kumonoin begged me to stay here anyway. He said there would be debt collectors coming and that we are scarier than any evil spirit, so he was hoping I could twist them just a little to scare them away. What a rascal that innkeeper is. So it looks like I'll be staying here for a while longer. I guess that makes me this inn's new guardian. Looks like this is goodbye for me, too. I've got to make my regular check-in with the wife in the old building. Anything you want me to pass on to her, Aozaki? I know she'd love to hear from you. Tell her I'm doing well, and I hope you are, too. Also, I'm officially calling our CD versus cassette debate a draw. Haha, you serious? Well, I guess it does sound like something you'd say. At least it'll be easy to remember. Goodbye, NikNak. I wish I could have heard more about the future, but you gave me a good sense of it anyway. It sounds like things might be a little bleak, but at least I've learned there will be good people like you to rise to the challenge. Oh, perfect timing. I was hoping to catch you before you left. I have no idea what happened or what changed after that incident. But I can tell from the looks on your faces that you've accomplished something big. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you. I'm sure it must have been quite the spectacle. Yeah, you know, that might have actually been a lot easier had Shiki been there, but let's ignore that. Oh, it looks like our taxi is here. Hey, not that way. Oh, dear. I'm sorry for leaving you so suddenly, but I'm afraid we must be on our way now. Still, I hope you'll invite me the next time something like this happens. Excuse me, are you the Kumono Inn's detectives? Let's go! It's a pleasure to finally meet you. My wife's told me all about you. It sounds like you helped her out a lot. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but she's always been something of a sucker for ghost stories, so... Oh, right, I still haven't introduced myself, have I? I'm Ryogi Mikiya. He took on her last name. He would. Please forgive me for not paying my respects sooner. Our daughter hasn't been feeling well lately, so I've been busy taking care of her. Go on, Mona. Can you say hello to your mother's friends? I'm sorry. She's still dealing with a fever. Anyway, I'm sorry to chat and run, but we better be on our way now. Thank you again for everything. Bye-bye. You know, it might be kind of late to be asking this, but what's Galdea like anyway, Nick? Huh? I see. Sometimes busy, sometimes chaotic, sometimes relaxing, sometimes nostalgic, huh? That sounds like a great workplace. It might even be a good fit for Suzuki. You probably know this by now, but he really just moves at his own pace. That's not fair. I prefer to think of it as doing what I can where I can. Nick's the same way. We might take risks, but we don't go overboard. Oh! Sorry to interrupt your administration, Mash, but I hope you know you're going to need to rein him in so he doesn't get too out of hand. Anyway, since you two are so alike, I have a question for you. Why did you believe me and agree to help Aoko 1 Aoko 1 was acting super suspicious the whole time, right? That's true. It was clear from the start that something wasn't right. But that doesn't mean I didn't trust her. Knowing you, it was pretty much a given that you were just trying to help. Nick said something similar. Well, maybe not with words, but with your spirit, the way you expressed yourself, right? Okay, we're here. Time to start erasing the singularity. When this is over, I'll be back where I belong, and you guys will be back to Chaldea. That includes you too, Sojiro. You're going to keep working for humanity as a servant. What about you, Miss Kuonji? I'm originally from this time, so I'm just going to see you all off. Aoko might have come here from the far future, that is, your present. But from your perspective, I'm just a stranger from the distant past. Still, the bond we developed here may be enough that I end up dropping by Chaldea myself. It does sound like you can use all the help you can get after all, so if that happens, I won't be too upset. Me neither. I would love to see you again if we can. That's really nice of you, Mash. So because you and Nick are so nice, and you didn't give up on me even after I'd been murdered several times, I have a present for you. But first, answer me this. Were you two looking for the left Holy Grail war or the right, or left Holy Grail or the right one? Two Holy Grails? What should we do, Master? I think those might be synthetic Holy Grails. That's right, these aren't your ordinary Holy Grails, but don't worry, you can still use them just like any other. I embedded the magical energy I used to send the singularity through time and hold it in place into a couple pieces of the shiny star. Then I had Alice make them look like proper Holy Grails. You helped both a magician and a witch set things right after they messed up, after all. This is the least we could do to thank you. Don't mind if we do, then. I forgot this event gave you 2 Holy Grails. Oh, looks like it's time. Goodbye, Nick, Mash, Alice, and Sojiro. It wasn't always easy, but I saw it a blast. I can already tell this is going to be another fond memory for me. And hey, unlike Alice, I always show up right away when I'm called on, so I'll definitely see you again if the world's ever in serious trouble. She just had to go with another foreboding statement, didn't she? But that's the way Aozaki is. Anyway, this is it for us. We're counting on you to take it from here, Alice. I'm sure my present-day self will show up soon after I'm gone, so will you fill him in on everything that happened? Okay, it'll be a little hassle, but I'll make sure I remember. In exchange, can I touch your right hand? Sure, here you go. I'm sorry. Alice? It's nothing. Thank you for staying well. It looks like the Singularity's time is up. These last 6 days have been a lot of fun. I guess human mages aren't all bad after all. But now this miracle's about to end. May everyone get back to their proper time. Farewell, Summoner of Chaldea. I'm sure your nights won't all be peaceful, but I pray you'll be suitably rewarded when they're over. Goodbye. May we meet again beneath the stars. Count on it. What's better than 1 Holy Grail? 2 Holy Grails. Oh, they only give us the 1. Okay, never mind. The end. Oh man, I can't believe I messed up that bad. I mean, I don't want to believe it. what do they call her? Aozaki already there. Well, this situation is what I find hard to believe. What are you doing at Chaldea before me? Aren't you usually supposed to let a little more time pass before you just show up? Hey, I took plenty of time to get here. You were just slow to race shift, that's all. Although it did help that Nick and Mash's signals were so easy to recognize. They helped me jump here in no time, and my head feels great too thanks to all the information you shared. That's great to hear. Since you and Sojiro both just got here, would you like us to show you around? Maybe later. I'd hate to spoil the mood by admitting that I came here on my own power, so I need to leave soon. Excuse me, Nick? Could you come see me right away? I have a question or three for you about the Holy Grails you just submitted. So, Senpai, I think this means the engineering team is conducting an official investigation. You should explain what happened or you'll be stuck in the remedial study course for a whole day. Crap! We better hurry then. See you too soon, okay? Okay, now that I got to see them doing well, I'd better be on my way. Give them my regards, okay? Don't be ridiculous. No matter how you put it, that's just leaving them high and dry. It's rude. You make it sound like I'm dining and dashing. Oh, fine. I'm really pushing my luck, but I guess I can stay a little longer. There you go. You wouldn't be you if you already took the easy way out. Our recklessness is nothing compared to yours. I don't know whether to be flattered or offended by that. All right, then. Tell me this. There's still one thing about what Nick told me I don't get. Way back when this all started in 1999, I'd already lost. There was nothing I could do to turn things around. Apparently, I told you that I sent the Singularity into the future because I couldn't win. But how could I pull off a big move like that when I didn't even have time to run away? And yet somehow I did. Some impossible miracle happened and gave me the chance I needed. Be honest, Sojiro, what did you do? Well, I can't think of what it could be, but I probably did whatever I could. Anyone else would do the same, right? Aw. At first, there was a tiny glimmer. A few moments later, there was an explosion. It sucked in everything nearby, then blew it all away. Trees were laid low, rivers dried up. Entire buildings were wiped off the face of the planet. Wind raged at 100 meters per second. This must be what it's like on Venus, she thought. It's no use. I can't get any closer. This endless emission is just insane. This disaster is supposed to be a simple job, damn it, not an actual apocalypse. That was when he heard a voice coming from inside the crater. The wind was blowing so strongly that a normal person would never pick up her voice, but he was sure he'd heard it. Shooting it doesn't work, hitting it doesn't work, kicking it doesn't work. It's like this thing doesn't obey the laws of the universe at all. High-density magical energy invades the Earth's surface as temperatures rise with no sign of slowing. The youth wasn't at the crater's bottom. He stood on the rippling bedrock surrounding it. The ground had been flipped over and sharpened like the tip of a sword. About 40 meters below, he could see the magician facing off against what looked like a shiny star. He crouched down on the rock, keeping his breathing short and shallow and sharp. The oxygen had become toxic, burning his lungs with every breath he took. Here, a mere act of breathing was suicidal. His legs still worked. By all rights, he should have run for his life. Even an ordinary human could still slide down the rock and make his way someplace safe. But even as he continued to breathe in the toxic air, he thought back to the events from earlier that day. Before the explosion took place, the air around the Kimono Inn's building had been contaminated, and it was spreading. The inn's owner hurriedly evacuated the guests, and the incident was reported as a wildfire in the nearest town. Just when the townspeople had finished evacuating, the mountain transformed into an alternate world, a singularity. 6 hours later, the witch confessed to everything being due to her own negligence. She went back to the mountain to try making things right, but failed. The young man, in turn, had returned to the mountain to collect the witch's body when... Yikes, that was too close. Good thing I managed to shift at the last minute. What the hell is that thing? It doesn't obey the laws of physics. You can never tell when it's about to do something. It attacks constantly. I have no idea what it even is. At the bottom of the crater, he saw a familiar face doing her utmost to fight back. He hesitated, but only for a moment. He had second thoughts, but only for an instant. How many seconds could he last in this wind without his limbs being disintegrated? Could he run up this rocky, nearly 100-meter-long slope in time? Even if he could, he'd be able to jump all the way to the star floating in the air. Even if he managed that, what would happen next? Such a feat would be beyond human, but he had already accomplished the inhuman 8 years ago. Back then he had one of the witch's relics to help him, and his body was still in its prime. Now that prime had, of course, long run since passed. He was barely a shadow of his younger self. He was a boy no longer, but a man. He now lived a comfortable life in the city, in civilized society, moreover. Still, it's got to run out of steam eventually, right? Are you seriously telling me it's a star from outer space here to destroy the world? Alright. He began to run. His toes broke, his upper arm split open, his lungs literally burned. One of his eyes collapsed, his chin was sliced off, his head burst, but his hearing remained intact. He could still hear the girl desperately trying to fight back. It should have been impossible. But this creature happened to be able to perfectly replicate any action he had performed in the past. Unknown coordinates. He leaps into the air, one of his legs gone. He acknowledges this loss and raises his remaining hand. The wraith falls to the evil spirit's lair. His body obliterated without a trace, but his will remains as strong as it was 8 years ago. Now, tour plan Horizon. I'm forfeiting this game and putting this whole singularity on timeout. Those few seconds he bought her changed the very world. When they had passed, all traces of the disaster had vanished. Nobody would ever know what had taken place. The tale of his exploits would never be passed on. On a planet about to end, a miracle saved the magician. And that is the end of that. Okay, let's collect the mission rewards here, and then we'll go ahead and sign off, because I've got recordings to get to, and I have a second live stream I've got to attend later today. Yes, Aoko was very wrong who he died protecting. But that's also kind of the crux of Aoko, Alice, and Sojiro's relationship is Aoko and Alice both have feelings for Sojiro. Sojiro has stronger feelings for Aoko, but Aoko doubts that. But Alice kind of knows that, but keeps it quiet because, yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. Best of luck surviving it. I'll be fine. Seki has the hard work tonight, even though I am prepared for the reactor recording later. I need to finish up a few more of these missions, but I can do that on my own time, not on time I need to be vacating. 3 whole grinding nodes to run through. And then the challenge quests. That particular one, that bottom challenge quest is stupid. I remember trying that in JP. It's hard. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to move us to a chatting stream. I'm not going to stick around too long because I'll be on stream a second later. But I'll be back Monday for a solo stream for Fire Emblem. And yeah, I'm sure. Oh no, we're still a ways out from the collab for what's it called? For Strange Fake. That'll probably be in May. I'm not planning any rolling stream for the Strange Fake collab, not at this time at least. So I don't really have any roll. Like, I have a special budget that I keep for rolling streams that I kind of sanction off to the side through basically cashback stuff. That's how I fund my gacha addiction. But I don't have any of that. I put most of that into this stream, and I'm going to need to be building that back up for CL later. So don't expect any rolling streams for the Strange Fate collab, and most likely not for the new chapter drop either. Though when the new chapter drops, that will be the next time we come back with FGO. Will be for the new JP chapter drop for Aftertime. At A's next stream, I'll probably be doing a rolling stream for CL. That should be pretty easy to pull off. So yeah. All right. Well, I will see you all around. I hope you have a good one. Or I'll see you later. Literally see you later. Bye.